All right, so that's the step. That gives you the basics of how to use Velociraptor. And I put a couple more here you can do that are all similar. Here's one where you investigate a bot, and here you investigate a two-stage rat, and they're all pretty much the same. You install some malware, which is just some simple batch file I wrote that does a few things that the bad guys do, and then you investigate it with Velociraptor. So here one fun about the next one is you capture network traffic. This one's a bot that's sending beacons out, and you can catch network traffic remotely with packet capture from Velociraptor. You can get the network traffic from the Windows machine and upload it to your server and analyze it there. And then you can analyze it in Wireshark and examine the network traffic. And you find the exe that's beaconing by using a Yara rule. So you look in the network traffic and you find the domain it connects to, and then you can use a Yara rule to find files that contain that domain. And then you can use Sysmon to find a persistence mechanism. We've talked about Sysmon a lot in the incident response class, although not here. Sysmon is a Microsoft product that creates new log entries that are much more friendly than the default Windows log entries. So you can install Sysmon, and this will collect the Sysmon event logs. So first you install it with Velociraptor, then you get the Sysmon event logs, and the Sysmon event logs have nice things like event 1, which I think is launching a process. You're going to name of every process and when it was launched. And so and you get information here like the parent process ID, the path line, and so on. You get the parent image and you get the parent command line that launched it. So it's really very easy to understand the kind of events you get with Sysmon, which is why it's very handy. And I'd like to go to the left. Here's my scroll bar. Then there's a scheduled task on this one, and you can get a dump of scheduled tasks from the machine and find the task that's launching the malware. So, and you can now make a hunt, hunts are an organized group of requests to make, and you can schedule it you can configure it to many machines. We only have one machine, but you can prepare a hunt with several requests, 4 of them. Sysmon install, EVNX Hunter, task schedule, and DNS cache, and this single hunt will go out as one event and collect all that data. And the DNS cache will show you all the recent domains that were visited, so if the bot is beaconing out to a remote server by domain name, you'll find it in there. And so that's you can get a lot of information in one way. So there's a few things to try there, Velociraptor. And the last one is a two-stage rat. Again, you install Sysmon, infect your machine, and now you can audit network connections with Netstat, and you can look at auto runs, and you can look at you can go to PowerShell and do a directory of the folder containing the file, and then you can get the timestamps to see when that file was created. And you can load the prefetch folder, which we talked about in this forensics class, that shows all the executables, the last 128 executables, and when they were executed. And you can again get Sysmon logs. So, you can do them. They're all worth extra credit. And they give you practice with this Velociraptor tool and practice with these fundamental forensic artifacts you find on Windows machines, which are the same ones, many of them, that we were seeing in the autopsy projects. So, that's all.